So this is, of course, the Qodosen DX-286. I've got two of them because when I asked for one, they sent me two. One of the things that you really need to understand with this radio is that it's a complex little receiver. It has extensive menus and options in the radio, and you will need to have your manual right there next to you. Because, I mean, I have it on my tablet because it's easier to read for me, and it is always close because it's just such a complex little radio. There's so many options that if you use it just, a couple of times a week, for example, you'll forget how to turn on some features. You'll forget how to switch certain things on and off, and how to scan and how it works. And it's really something that you need to learn. Somebody that uses the radio every day extensively will eventually, get the hang of it. But especially in my case, I've got so many radios. Each radio works in a different way. It just makes it super complicated when you go back to another radio to remember, oh, what was that option that I needed? An example, I wanted to have the display on all the time. I knew that it was one of the buttons here because it has a little indication, but I'd forgotten one simple thing. Radio needs to be off in order to turn on the light feature for a permanent lighting. Then you turn back the radio on. And there's all sorts of things like that. There's an attenuator in here. There's actually an amplifier also. So knowing all of these features, it definitely requires you patience and to have the manual next to you all the time. So that is probably what is to understand about the Qodosen DX-286. It's a great radio, and I've rarely seen such a small portable with so many options actually within the radio itself. So that is also something pretty interesting here. So keep in mind, you will need to keep that manual close to you. And you know what? If you have a tablet, an iPad, something, get that manual onto your tablet so that you can zoom in on text and make it easier to read if you, like me, getting older eyes where it's kind of a little more difficult to read the small, the small print in the little manuals. Manuals are very tiny today. So I like the fact that I have it in my tablet for that purpose. But overall, man, DX-286, amazing little radio. Very impressive overall. So this is Radio Slovakia in via WRMI.
He also worked with Ivo, the Slovak Institute for Public Affairs. Katerina, his wife, was born in Slovakia. She is an associate director of an international consulting agency based in D.C.